Alright, y'all, welcome to today's recap. I hope you all are doing well and staying blessed. If you guys are new here, my name is Jeremiah, and I'm a small cap day trader. Today is unfortunately a red day, and I am sick if you guys couldn't tell by my voice. So not a whole lot going for today, but without further ado, let's jump right into this recap here. First trade I took was on RENX. This stock has a float of, I think, 200,000 shares, really low float. And it was a cheaper stock at $2.50. Not too cheap, but just on the cheaper side. The first trade I intended to take was a micro pullback after the break of the high of day, but we didn't get that. It just started pulling away, and I FOMO'd in. Not a great way to start the day. So it didn't really even dip down there at all. It kind of just went right away. And as soon as I went red, I was just like, I had immediately recognized that I had FOMO'd in. So the right thing to do was sell it right away. And I did that. So at least I was quick to recognize, okay, that was a FOMO trade and I need to sell it right away. At least there's that. It was only a 36-cent loss, so nothing crazy. Not the end of the world. So next trade I took was also on RENX. I meant to take a trade here right at the 9 EMA. If you guys can see, I'm struggling to press my hotkey there because it kept pressing or it kept sending my key to the wrong place. It was trying to type in here. So I got a higher entry there than I would have liked. I wanted to get in 2 cents sooner, but not crazy. It's all right. And it sort of started to struggle there, so I just let that one go as well. This next trade was a little dip here, and for candle over candle and 9 EMA support. Neither this or this trade was an quote unquote acceptable trade, because the setups I'm supposed to be taking should be holding above half dollars or whole dollars. Usually they're not supposed to be under these levels. However, I'm 3 for 3 on taking unacceptable trades. But in any case, this one ends up working out in my favor, thankfully. And so I ended up getting back to break even with a little winner there. This next trade I took here was the anticipation for the break over this pivot right here. I got a really early entry. And this one rejected immediately, and so I sold that one for a loser, about 9 cents of a loser, and that's a terrible rejection, but this shouldn't be a surprise considering we have one right here, one right here, one right here, and I'm sure there's many more that we just can't see right now. So this next trade I take was also on another stock that had a history of popping and dropping. We can see right here, red shooting star right there. Somewhat of a false breakout right there. I can't tell I don't think it's a false breakout, but just not great price action. It was on CYCN. This stock has a float of 3 million shares, so a pretty low float, but it is a stock we've traded before, and it hasn't had the cleanest price action. But nonetheless, I jumped in here for the breakthrough 4. I've said this many times before, but I shouldn't be buying under these levels. I should be buying above them as they're holding these levels. So it's unfortunate that I failed to follow my rules in that sense today, as well as FOMOing in. Not a day I'm really proud of at all. And the worst part is that this was somewhat of a winner, and it struggled, and I think I just let it become a loser. And a much bigger loser than it had to be. Yeah, super unfortunate. Should have sold it when it was struggling there, but I didn't, and I ended up selling around 3 cents off the low. So not a terrible loss, but cents per share wise, that's actually a bad loss. 13 cents a share on that one. Not my best, and I should have been much quicker to cut my loser because there's no way my stop should be 15 cents below the whole dollar or half dollar. Or yeah, the whole dollar actually should be at 90, and that's like the lowest. The best place would have been obviously break even when it wasn't working or a little bit below. Foolishly, I took another trade on CYCN, anticipating the break over this pivot as it started to curl up here. And from my entry, it just rejected. So I'm obviously trading the backside of the move. MACD looks like it's negative here. And at the end of the day, this really is just the backside of the move. I mean, we have a shooting star here, and it's been making lower lows. I mean, it looks like we're forming a wedge here, to be fair, but just not good price action. We're just selling off. We popped up here, tried to curl back up, and then rejected. And once again, just on a smaller scale, we rejected. So that was 3 losses in a row, and I said, you know what, 3 losses in a row, I'm going to call it a day. So at least I was able to do that, um, since I wasn't able to do anything else right. But that's going to be it for today's recap. I hope you all enjoyed. Grand P&L, negative $1.59. So a red day. It is what it is. With that, I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.